versenye ide párnába. Megfordult a helyzet, kapu más zárta. Már a futnál utánam a drávába. Meg lett kis pénz, lett kis név. Téged az érdekel, ma meg mit ér. Neked minek a szerelem, hogyha kell a lé. Kell a lé, kell a lé. Jó, lehet én vagyok ok. Mit érzel iránta, mutatom azokat. Nem tudod felvenni a telefonodat. Mikor hívlak, kicsongat, leveszem csak utokat. Telik egy újabb nap. Vár, baby, ne csináld megint túlban vagy. De én csak tudolom, hogy lehet én vagyok ok. Nem tudod felvenni a telefonodat. Telik egy újabb nap. Nem kell a kamodom, hagyjál. Ég veled, nem várok éveket, nem hat meg a kék szemed, a két szemed, a fog felhol. Nem kell a kamodom, hagyjál. Vége lett, te voltál, ki félrement, véletlen a részeges, a fog felhol. Nem kell a kamodom, hagyjál.
Nem kell nekem elfelejtheted. Veled baby az a baj, hogy nem nevethetek. Azt hittem, hogy te vagy az, aki szerethetek. Nekem sose szabadott azt, amit neked lehet. De nem vagyunk egyek, telefonot csenget. Mellettem feküdtél, de rászoktál, hogy menjek. Megölt engem semmire, de veled vagyok teljes. Nem akarlak szívni, mert nem akarom most felvenni.
Nem vedd magadra, amit mondok. Jó volt a kapcsolat, persze akadtak gondok. Fájt a szívem, érted, ha nem voltam én boldog. Nem aggatok senkire, nem hagyom, hogy rád szóljon. Téged vádoljon, érted, fáradjon. Száz közül is csak téged válasszon, érted, fáradjon.
Téged vádoljon, érted, fáradjon. Téged vádoljon, érted, fáradjon.
Téged válasszon, érted, fáradjon.
Téged vádoljon, érted, fáradjon.
Vádoljon, érted, fáradjon. Téged válasszon, érted, fáradjon.
Nem kell a kamodom, hagyjál. Ég veled, nem várok éveket, nem hat meg a kék szemed, a két szemed, a fog felhol. Nem kell a kamodom, hagyjál. Vége lett, te voltál, ki félrement, véletlen a részeges, a fog felhol. Nem kell a kamodom, hagyjál. Azontáig szálljon le a magas lóról. Mi a baj a magas lóval? Vigyázz szívem, elne csúsz. Folyok, mint a narancs juice. Reggelire, igen, csúsz. Varázsszőnyeg irányt húz. Szívem, vigyázz, elne csúsz. Folyok, mint a narancs juice. Reggelire, igen, csúsz. Amerika, mehet a sok. Mehet a show, jöhet a jobb. Meg egy mojito, betek a flow. Magas a ló, ki magas ló, I'm on the low, deep down low. Röcsög a show, szakad a hó, ki ez a hó, Lágórió, high on the low. Mehet a show, jöhet a jó, szakad a snow, yeah. Száll a füst, belül a cash, jó az a tánc, jó az a flash. Hosszú a tár, közben az est, elevenen, emléket flash, mi ez a test? Fuck with your wife, so fucking fresh. Úgy átlépít rám, mikor egy másik dimenzióba. Tesó, ez valami félelmetes. És hallottam magas a lovam. Tudom, itt igazatok van, igen. Nem repülünk a letonyán, és szeretjük ki magas lóval. És laggolhatnak majd a pipis, nélkülünk ha vertek áll a víz. Felcsapva lettünk itt a cheese. Laggolhatnak majd a pipis. Vigyázz szívem, elne csúsz. Folyok, mint a narancs juice. Reggelire, igen, csúsz. Varázsszőnyeg irányt húz. Szívem, vigyázz, elne csúsz. Folyok, mint a narancs juice. Reggelire, igen, csúsz. Amerika, mehet a show. Mehet a show, jöhet a jobb. Meg egy mojito, betek a flow. Mamorito, magas a ló, ki magas ló, I'm on the low, deep down low. Röcsög a show, szakad a hó, ki ez a hó, Lágórió, high on the low. Mehet a show, jöhet a jó, szakad a snow, yeah. tubi E te che da gioia a tutti Perché l'hai vinto su Yes, juice Fuego, minto, orange juice Reggae, lira, weekend juice What I soon, get in who's Yes, juice Fuego, minto, orange juice Reggae, lira, weekend juice Riga, man at the show, yeah, at the jump magari mojito, better que fly mamorito, maga slow, keep maga slow I'm on the low, deep down low Where'd you go? Suck at the hoe, he is a hoe Like Oreo, high on at the show, yeah, at the joke Suck at the snow Tears like waves, no one embraced it first. You say nothing at all, and I say nothing 'cause it hurts. I say nothing at all. Under the river, rise my hidden soul. Under the river, fighting the counterflow. Under the river, rise my hidden soul. Under the river, fighting the counterflow. If you don't know, if you don't know, if you don't know, Kit akarok, kit nem. A lelkem elét kiterítem. Gondold át, nincs mit veszítenem. Megtanultam, hogy kell újra kezdeni, aki már az nyer. 1000 méter magasan dobogó szívvel. Sokan mondták, 25 év semmire nem elég. 25 év tényleg csak töredék. 25 év a mindenem elején. Magasan szállok a világ fenekén. 25 év semmire nem elég. 25 év tényleg csak töredék. 25 év a mindenem elején. Magasan szállok a világ fenekén. Egyedül születtem, egyedül halok meg. Addig is ott van a szív, a leggyorsabb utamán. Így is csoda, hogy vagyok, így is csoda, hogy veled. Ha itt most vége lenne, azt mondanám, rendben mehet. Volt az a szerelem, amiért elvesztem, nem maradt más. Csak egy üres mághas belőlem. Nincs már memóriám, mi a tragédiám, nem tudom már. De még itt vagyok, csak nyugtával dicsért a napot. Sokan mondták, 25 év semmire nem elég. 25 év tényleg csak töredék. 25 év a mindenem elején. Magasan szállok a világ fenekén. 25 év semmire nem elég. 25 év tényleg csak töredék. 25 év a mindenem elején. Magasan szállok a világ fenekén. Egyedül születtem, egyedül halok meg. Addig is ott van a szív, a leggyorsabb utamán. Így is csoda, hogy vagyok, így is csoda, hogy veled. Ha itt most vége lenne, azt mondanám, rendben mehet. Egyedül születtem, egyedül halok meg. Addig is ott van a szív, a leggyorsabb utamán. Így is csoda, hogy vagyok, így is csoda, hogy veled. Ha itt most vége lenne, azt mondanám, rendben mehet.
saját motherfucker out, man.
Ismerős ez a hely, talán már jártam itt. Ha nálam sokkal öregebb, még a zene sem idegesít. Elsőre úgy nézel, mint a lelkiismeretem, talán már is jobban szeretsz, mint ahogy önmagam szeretem. Egy üveggel rendelsz hozzá egy-egy porrat, már abból is sejthettem, hogy a vacsora kimarad. Hogy sietsz valahova, vágyat tudnám hova, biztos úgy néztem rád, mint aki elkísér majd oda. A testemnek, ha engedem, úgy is tudja, merre menjen, aztán én is érkezem, újra játszom képzeletben. A testemnek, ha engedem, úgy is tudja, merre menjen, aztán én is érkezem, újra játszom képzeletben.
Alright.
Azt mondod, hogy az életkor párban kitolható, és hogy nem foglak meg unni, mert veled még én is jó. És higgyem el, hogy a kísértést lábon kioldanám, de hiába vagy közel, a túl nagy a láthatár. A címem sem mondtam, de hátra ülsz a taxiban, biztos megint nesztelenre beszéltem magam. A testemnek, ha engedem, úgy is tudja, merre menjen, aztán én is érkezem, újra játszom képzeletben. A testemnek, ha engedem, úgy is tudja, merre menjen, aztán én is érkezem, újra játszom képzeletben. A testemnek, ha engedem, úgy is tudja, merre menjen, aztán én is érkezem, újra játszom képzeletben. A testemnek, ha engedem, úgy is tudja, merre menjen, aztán én is érkezem, újra játszom képzeletben. Nézzétek, hogy jól vagyok, hogy mit csinálok. Írogatsz, hogy szar vagyok, kis aranyások. Nem kedvel az ember, nem kedvelem én sem. Azt mondja, nincs lelkem, ez a szakma része. Fejem fogom, csorog a telefonom. Mondják, hogy üret vagyok, pedig csak beleszarok mindenbe. Az a kommentbe rám vetíted ki, hogy baj van a fejedbe, pedig csak így nektek. Kicsi pénzt is keresek, ha nem tetszik valami, akkor minek nézitek? Itt vagytok, néztek, jönnek a pénzek. Nagyon nézd meg, hogy mit csináltál. Folyton téptek, de még mindig élek. Addig nézd meg, hogy mit csináltál.
Ani, ma megint mit csinálsz? Most olvasd, sztoriba kiabálsz.
Azt írják, hogy itt tuti nem vagy jó, Azt is, hogy beszívta, hát így az jól. Velem fogom, csörög a telefon. Andi, ez nem te vagy, biztos, de jobban tudod, nem tettem, de be túlélem. Mégis nézed, minden napot tart az életem, pedig csak kétnek vagy. Kicsi pénzt is keresek, ha nem tetszik valami, akkor minek nézitek? Itt vagytok, néztek, jönnek a pénzek, hanyan néznek, mit csináltál? Folyton téptek, de még mindig élek, amíg néznek, hogy mit csináltál? Néztek, néztek, néztek. Minek nézel, minek írsz, vissza írok, aztán sírsz. Itt vagyok, nem hiszem, hogy érdekel, de ha nem tetszik valami, akkor meg minek nézel? Itt vagytok, néztek, jönnek a pénzek, hanyan néznek, hogy mit csináltál? Folyton téptek, de még mindig élek, amíg néznek, hogy mit csináltál?
Ha lenne egy hívásom, megkérdezném, élek-e vagy álmodom. Érek-e annyit, lesz a lábnyomom. Ne gondolj rosszra, csak számolom, hogy hány perc múlva ég le a városom. Ha lenne egy hívásom, azt kérdezném, innen hova tovább. Van-e nagyobb a szobámnál? Van-e erősebb az apámnál? Hogy legyek szebb az anyámnál? Ha minden katosákat, a családjabra lennének balra. Senki sem szólt velem a mozsára. Ötves van a felmások a falra. Most minden katosákat, családjabra lennének balra. Mert van félelem, a zsarcsadon. Megadom ennek itt a telefonon. Csörög a telefonom, azt mondják, nem élek, csak álmodom. Hamuból van a lábnyomom, rég leégett a városom. Csörög a telefonom, azt mondják, innen nincs hova tovább. Ettől nem búv meg majd az apád. Hiába vagy szebb az anyánál. Ha minden katosákat, a családjabra lennének balra. Senki sem szólt velem a mozsára. Ötves van a felmások a falra. Most minden katosákat, tudnom kell, hogy van életem mert van félelem a zsarcsadon. Megadom ennek itt a telefonon. Ha minden katosákat, a családjabra lennének balra. Senki sem szólt velem a mozsára. Ötves van a felmások a falra. Most minden katosákat, tudnom kell, hogy van életem megadok mindent itt a telefonon. Miért van félelem az arcodon?
My mouse is just being a fucking cunt lately.
If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry, it shall relieve. Don't come by.
He's feigning. He's trying to see where Rosado has him. What he's planning. When you feint, you have Rosado throw the punch that he's planning on, and Melikuziev is seeing that.
Yeah, Melikuziev got that right hook to the body to Rosado, and that's the punch he wants to keep landing, but he's, oh my, Rosado with a nice right. That was reminiscent of what happened in the first fight.
Almost a red right hand there, where the red gloves. Nick Cage shot out a minute 5 left in the second, and Melikuziev putting the pressure now on Rosado, but this is where he got in trouble in that first fight in the corner there, where the right hand was launched from Rosado.
And you can feel him saying, okay, I don't want that to happen again.
And this is the fight for Rosado. This is what he wants to do, because he's almost having Melikuziev wanting to go in, because that's his style. He likes to fight in the inside, and since he's not letting any punches in, you know, Melikuziev is getting overexcited, and he might create another a mistake.
Lead right hook twice curled around the guard of Rosado by the Olympic medalist Melikuziev. But a cautious start here to the rematch.
And you talked about Melikuziev not throwing many punches. I mean, his total is super low, only 11 in this round.
Let's go now to DraftKings Amal Shaw.
Thanks, Mauro. Hey, we are live right here at T-Mobile Arena. Amal Shaw on the Showtime pay-per-view set. Maybe you don't know which way this fight's going to go between Davis and Garcia, but maybe you like the over-under on the number of rounds. Get this DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Bet the over 8.5 minus 115. If you like it under, it's also minus 115. Once again, go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Back to Mauro downstairs.
All right, Amal, thank you very much. Looking forward to that super fight of social media sensations. Two guys who can crack. Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia, undefeated. Your main event tonight at T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas. Rosado has Marvin Somodio as his chief second at an 8-week camp, a wild card gym, Hollywood, California. Lives in LA since 2014. Of course, a Philly fighter through and through, gutsy and more heart than the 14th of February. That's Gabriel Rosado.
And really a delightful guy on every level. You know, Melikuziev is throwing that jab to the body. He's starting to try and get some rhythm, and the jab will help him do that.
Yeah, that's what helped him set up the body shot last time.
Yeah, good point.
And there it is on cue. Perfect body shot to with the left to the body, and he has to continue to do that.
The last time Rosado faced a lefty, guess, guys.
Tell us.
When he faced Beck the Bully.
I knew that. Yeah. I wanted you to say it.
You want to see if I butchered the last name like we've been doing.
I was testing you.
Hey, Jimmy Lennon Jr. says it's Melikuziev, then that's how we say it.
That's where it is, Melikuziev. And, you know, Melikuziev wants to put that left hand in, and now he's doing that. He was throwing it too wide earlier, and now it's a straighter punch.
Yeah, Rosado letting Melikuziev get in a little bit easier now. He's got to work the jab. He's got to feint him. He's got to take those step backs.
You know, Rosado said, oh my, yeah, well, that's the story of this round, the left hand of Melikuziev. Now, here's the thing. Rosado, you know, he said, I want to show skill, not heart in this fight. And part of that skill, of course, is him wanting to counterpunch, but if he's not able to do it, he's going to have a hard time.
Under a minute left here in the third. Rosado with a left hook to the liver of the southpaw. Melikuziev
Yeah, I get what you're saying now, but at the same time, he doesn't want to give Milikuziev
Yes.
an opportunity to hit him as well. So that's why he's fighting so cautious, and I can see it. And I'm sure, you know, the experienced Rosado will start picking it up with maybe the 5th round and on.
No,
But, I mean, this is
right.
an experienced fighter. Yeah.
Yeah, and he has to be careful if he's going to counter.
Of course.
Half a minute remaining in the third. Their first meeting, round 3, was a nightmare for Beck, the bully Milikuziev. Now he goes to the head of Rosado with the left. Crowd getting restless here in Sin City.
And look how anxious Milikuziev is getting. He wants to get in.
Counter left from Milikuziev. The crowd getting restless in anticipation of the biggest fight of the year. And for the first time in his illustrious career, Gervonta Tank Davis headlining a pay-per-view in the fight capital of the world. He has sold out arenas coast to coast. He has averaged 15,500 fans over his last 7 fights. And yeah, he's been getting texts of support from, well, no less than the billionaire bar spitter, Jay-Z. Well, he's not just a businessman, he's a businessman, and Gervonta Davis' business has been very, very good. 28-0 with 26 knockouts. You know, he and Ryan Garcia, they went from jaw-jacking to promise to jack each other's jaw. And for the fans here in Las Vegas, they just hope they see jaw-dropping action. Main event coming up, Davis versus Garcia. This is round 4, scheduled for 10 in the super middleweight division.
This fucking
Somnambulant affair thus far.
If there's any question about Milikuzev's power, he's at 20 knockdowns in his 12 fights, so there's no question he can punch, and he wants to put that on display in this fight. He started to land the straight left hand a lot better in the last round. And there it is again.
Yeah, that was a perfect left hand for Milikuziev right there. But he's got to follow it up with the hook.
Yeah, good point. Milikuziev is a conundrum. He's a power puncher, but he doesn't like to throw too many punches. You know, he wants to be very economical with what he throws. Tonight, obviously, an extreme version of that, but still, that's his approach.
Proven to be a one-punch body shot KO artist in his career. I mean, it's incredible. Over half of his punches are body shots.
And guess what, guys? Those are the easier fighters to counter. And that's why, and that's how Rosado was able to counterpunch to Milikuziev, because you throw one punch, he time it.
Yeah, 52% of all punches he lands are body shots, which is pretty extraordinary.
So Rosado right now, he's got to start timing Milikuziev right now. Jab, jab, wait for him to throw something and come back with some. There it is.
Oh, beautiful right hook, and then the straight left upstairs by Milikuziev. Straight left, splitting the guard of Rosado. Milikuziev beginning to set some rhythm here now. Of course, the jab can set rhythm or break rhythm. Under a minute left in the fourth. And Rosado looking to launch the right hand, bounced it off the shoulder of the southpaw.
Ooh, but that was the one. He's looking for that one.
What Milikuziev has not done is lunge in with his left hand, and that's the reason why he hasn't been hit with the Rosado right hand.
Rosado's corner screaming for Rosado to move his head off the center line. And he got caught right there. 2 left hands splitting the guard. And another one. It almost draws Rosado into running to
found the link right to fucking Creator's Doors.
Another right hook snaps the right hook off the body of Rosado. Well, the biggest fight of the year, attracting Celebrities from across the sports world in attendance tonight, but Al, look at the action here in the last round.
This is where they actually clashed heads for a moment or two there, and Melikuziev, actually that was one of those places where he kind of lunged in a little bit, and the left hand has become a major weapon for him, using it in that instance as a lead and then doubling with that punch, which is very impressive.
And then we work to the body. Okay? Okay. Yeah, you can back him up. Okay. Right? But get smart. Yeah. Smart pressure. Right?
Somodio wants Rosado to start going to the body. Again, Rosado credited with landing only 5 punches in the last round through 37, so 20 less than his average. And Melikuziev not much better, but landing more, 15 of 39 in the 4th.
Yeah, Melikuziev definitely getting his rhythm back. Especially when he starts off with the jab, starts moving his legs, and he starts letting them punches go.
Melikuziev's at 42 rounds as opposed to 340 for Rosado. It's interesting when you know, of course he's less experienced, but this may be a fight, and we're looking at who may go some rounds.
1-2 combination by the southpaw getting through the guard of Rosado. Rosado's faced 8 different title holders, 5 title challengers. We talk about him fighting for a version of a 160-pound title. He's been there, done that.
Yeah.
He's developed a groove around the sidewalk block of boxing, but here looking to again upset Beck the Bully. Since that fight, he's lost 3 in a row, all 3 via decision.
Yes.
While Melikuziev has won 4 straight.
And Rosado fights all tough fighters. You know, it's not as if he has a lot of tune-up fights. So that's part of the issue with him in some cases with the losses that he suffers. But he said, I treat boxing like I treat life. Life isn't perfect, and my boxing career isn't perfect, but I don't give up on life, so I'm not going to give up on boxing.
But you know what is perfect? His 2 daughters, Isabella, 13, and Valentina, proud father of 2.
Yeah, there's going to come a point for Rosado where he's going to have to start fighting in the inside. He's going to have to almost go fight.
Wow, what a combination, backing up Rosado. He's been down 10 times and stood on his feet, but a powerful combination by the southpaw.
The emergence of the left hand, the major part of this fight right now by Melikuziev.
And that's what Rosado's known for. He's got a hard nose. I mean, he takes punches really well. I mean, really good chin from Rosado.
Yeah, even though he's been down, he's got that resilience to hang in there.
He's been stopped 4 times, but the last time was against David Lemieux back in 2014.
Yeah, long time ago. Long time.
Lead left, and there's a snapping job from Melikuziev. And we are 10 seconds away from concluding the first half of this scheduled 10-round bout being contested at 168 pounds. The rematch between Rosado and Melikuziev.
Well, Melikuziev landed this nice straight left hand. It came following a jab, the best way to do it, pushed Rosado back, but the rest of that round, Rosado, while he did get hit with some more left hands, was able to withstand the pressure. And this is it again. Beautiful 1-2 combination by Melikuziev. He went a little off balance himself. Had he not, he might have been able to attack a little bit better after that combination, but he wasn't.
Yeah, he took a big leap right there. He wanted to.
Uzbekistan shuffle. You mentioned about Melikuziev's power and the amount of knockdowns, 20 and 12 fights. He's had 1 knockdown in every fight except won against Vaughn Alexander, whom he appointed in his first scheduled 10-rounder, which took place in only his 4th pro bout in December of 2019.
Yeah, it's pretty extraordinary when you go 10 in your 4th fight as a pro.
And he's beginning to really find a leak in that high guard of Gabriel Rosado as we bring in our unofficial scorer, Steve Bard. How do you have it after 5?
I think fairly predictably, Mo, I have Beck the Bully ahead 49-46, 4 rounds to 1. First 2 rounds, nothing happened. Impossible to score those rounds, but you have to score them. Otherwise, it's been all with left hand, Beck the Bully, fully in charge.
You mentioned Rosado lost 4 of his last 5 fights, but the combined record of those fighters was 115-8. So to say at least he's been facing tough competition, and those were all by decision. So he's a tough dude, even though at 37.
You're never supposed to judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a boxer by his record. 26-16-1 with 1 no decision. Gabe Rosado will give you everything he has.
That he's doing in this.
Although tonight, I have to say, not what I expected to see from these two.
Yeah, well, it's been a more muted performance in general, though Melikuziev, in the last few rounds, has started to find his offense more, and we'll see if that continues. And obviously, the onus is on Rosado to do more offensively.
And that left hand, again, continues to split the high guard of Rosado.
You want to start jabbing Rosado. You want to start being busier with the punches, straight punches. Keep Melikuziev busy with that.
And you know, this fight for Melikuziev, they wanted the rematch. They've been looking for it. He's doing well. He's winning rounds. One of the things he wanted to do is market himself as a potential 168-pound top contender, and we're going to see David Morrell in a fight shortly, who is a young man who, like him, was a great amateur and is doing well in the pros. And so Melikuziev would like to make sure he gets a win here with an exclamation point.
Half a minute left in the 6th. Straight left again, splits the guard of Rosado on the back foot in the corner. Rosado, right hand to the body, gets countered with another beautiful left from the southpaw Melikuziev. Against Rosado, tries that round, you can see it, but he gets caught and fires a right hand of his own. At the end of 6 rounds, Melikuziev has landed 66 punches, Rosado only 27. Well, the biggest fight of the year, attracting some of the biggest stars from across pop culture, sports, music, and Damian Lillard, who was a 7-time NBA All-Star guard for the Trailblazers, huge boxing fan, and hey, he did a Gatorade commercial with none other than Ryan Garcia, the first boxer to do a Gatorade commercial. There is C.J. Stroud, the Ohio State quarterback, 2-time Heisman Trophy finalist, looking for big things to happen for him in the NFL. Micah Parsons, 2-time NFL Pro Bowl linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys. Wonder what he would do with a couple of boxing gloves inside the squared circle. And of course, Erickson Lubin, the fight of the year with Sebastian Fundora. And of course, already vied for a title early in his career, but always fun to watch. The former title challenger, Stephen Fulton, unified 122-pound champion, getting set to go to the land of the rising sun to face the monster Naoya Inoue. Round number 7 scheduled for 10.
That was really fast, accurate combination from Melikuziev right there. Beautiful ending to the body.
Right, when you're an Olympic silver medalist, you want to showcase that craft, and again, both of them, Al, you mentioned it, a muted offensive output, but here in round 7, beginning to see signs of Bektemir Melikuziev starting to put the pressure on Rosado.
And Melikuziev, you know, the interesting thing is, we know he's not a big volume puncher, but when he throws combinations, they're very effective.
Yeah.
He just doesn't always do it. And there, look at, he threw 2 straight left hands. An interesting combination.
Really good combination. He's been doing it 1-2 lefts, but he's got to start finishing to a body. That's something that he's known for. He's a body snatcher. When he throws his body shots, they're on cue. They're really, really good and strong. That's how he dropped Rosado in the first fight.
Only time Milukuziev has been down was, well, on the receiving end of that knockout of the year punch by Rosado. What a shot it was.
Oh, man, walked right into it. You know, now the story of this fight is, what can Gabe Rosado do to alter the script at all? And, you know, he's just got to try and find a way to land that right hand, however it can be done.
Three-punch combination for Milukuziev scores. Rosado along the ropes. There's a left uppercut, sneaks in. Sweeping straight left hand by the southpaw Milukuziev. Under a minute left in the seventh.
You know, I almost think Rosado's backing himself against the ropes to give himself a chance to land that counter right hand.
That's exactly it. Always, I mean, it's a trap where you can see it happening.
Yeah, he's trying, but that's a place he doesn't want to be.
No, I agree.
He's getting hit a lot, and when he does it, I mean, you want to take 1-2 steps and maybe try with the right hand, but don't wait too long.
And he tried there and
What do you
got
think,
countered
buddy?
effectively by the left hand of Milukuziev. 30 seconds left in the seventh. Lead left by Milukuziev.
He's overthinking. He's overthinking the punch right now too much.
Yes, I agree. You know, Milukuziev has done less body work in this match than we are accustomed to seeing, but he's doing so well to the head.
A litany of left hands being landed by Milukuziev in the seventh.
Well, this is when Rosado got himself backed into the corner, I think hoping he could counter a little, but instead, as Abner pointed out, he took a big uppercut and Milukuziev has been terrific in this fight.
Over the years, Rosado has definitely shown the ability to take a licking and keep on ticking as we get started here. Round number 8.
Let's keep going on these fucking cunts, huh?
Well, you mentioned how long it's been since he's been knocked out, and so he's a durable fighter.
Yes, if you don't see Gabe Rosado's face like that, is because he didn't fight it. He's always like that in every fight. He's got the dog in him. He's always in the tough fights, Gabe Rosado. But in this fight in particular, he's got to start letting his hands go. It comes to a point of a fight that you really have nothing to lose. Been in battles, great fights. Let it all go. I know it's easier said than done. He doesn't want to get knocked out. Put himself in the position, but
Milukuziev pivoting away, and Milukuziev utilizing the real estate, utilizing the footwork, and utilizing that very educated left hand.
Yeah, but going back to that, if you don't try, I mean, it's not gonna happen. So Rosado has to let go of the right hand. Don't overthink it.
Counter left by Milukuziev. Goes downstairs to the body with a right hook.
A moment ago, Rosado threw a nice 1-2. He hasn't really done that in this fight.
3 straight lefts that split the guard. The fourth, and now it's Milukuziev teeing off on Rosado and landing at will.
Yeah, you know why? Because he's too busy taking those shots.
And now you wonder about the punch resistance. We know he's durable, but he's taking flush shots to the face.
Yeah, and like Al pointed, that all these shots that Milukuziev is throwing is all headshots, no body shots, and Rosado was taking all of them.
Nice lead right hook by Melokuziev, who's just now beginning to operate the way he wants, although Rosado coming back with the right out of range.
You know, Kuziev's been 10 rounds one time. He's 1-0. As you alluded to earlier, Rosado's 7-6 in 10-rounders. He's also been 12 rounds 7 times. So, of course, he's used to going a long distance. But, again, taking a lot of punishment.
Standing his ground, but taking shot after shot of the left-hand variety. Mouchard is out.
There's the pressure from Rosado.
And the referee calls for the timeout as they search for the mouthpiece.
By the way, great refereeing by Tony Weeks. He gave it a moment to breathe. He sees the action. He's going to slow down so as not to penalize Rosado because Melokuziev just spit it out accidentally, and then he stopped the action.
A lot of feinting, finally some punches thrown.
You know, it's funny, I was going to say that, Mauro. Melokuziev doesn't always feint, and when he does that, it's very effective.
Nice left hook to the body by Melokuziev. It lands the left upstairs, so Rosado is in the danger zone of Melokuziev. All right, well, guess what? We will return to Las Vegas next month, Saturday, May 13th. Rolando Rolly Romero takes on Ismael Barroso in an important super lightweight bout. And then Showbox is back June 9th from upstate New York as part of the International Boxing Hall of Fame weekend. In the main event, Ali Ismailov faces Charles Foster in a battle of beaten light heavyweights. And then June 24th, Carlos Adames takes on former 154-pound champion Julian Williams in a 12-round middleweight clash as the main event of Showtime Championship Boxing.
There's an odd moment in the last round well, he was hit with a jab. I stand corrected. I thought it came out without a punch being landed, but it was the jab from Rosario that sent that mouthpiece down. The replay there corrects me.
This is round number 9, scheduled for 10.
Yeah, that was a little bit of late reaction there too. He got hit, Melokuziev with the jab, and then it took him like a few seconds, and he sped it out.
Melokuziev looking to avenge his lone loss that came in June of 2021. A major upset win for Gabriel Rosado. The last win for Rosado, although he gets clubbed to the head there by the southpaw.
Yeah, it's almost like he got angry after Rosado timed a nice right hand.
And according to our unofficial scorer, Steve Farhood, Gabe Rosado will require his 16th knockout victory if he's to make it 2 in a row against the former, well, you're never a former Olympian, you're always an Olympian, an Olympic silver medalist.
You know, since the second round, which, you know, Stevens goes for Rosado and you can make a case for it, Melokuziev has just controlled almost every second of every round.
And when you land 50% of your power shot, it's a great night at the office.
Yeah, he normally lands 52%, so he is right in the range.
Through the guard by Rosado, hands low though. And
You fucking cunt.
You know, you keep reading my mind. I was just about to say that. Is there danger for Melokuziev later in this fight? The crowd booing a little, for him to be over anxious and put himself again in harm's way.
And you know that the experienced Rosado is thinking about it too, because he's making him miss a lot. And he's got to come a time where he's going to time him. All right, I made you miss 1, 2 punches, but Rosado's just haven't decided to let go of the overhand left.
Yeah.
Right.
Body shot by Melokuziev. Ducks underneath the sweeping hook of Rosado before digging away again to the 37-year-old body of Gabriel Rosado. 45 seconds left in round number 9.
There it was again. He made him miss. He got to make him pay.
Yes, he left hands, right hook to the body. Melokuziev just adding tattoos to Rosado's body.
And there has been a subtle shift to the body by Melokuziev in the last round or two.
Well, coming in. He's more than half of his connected shots are body shots, which is double the average. That's incredible.
Yeah, that is astonishing.
But it's the headhunting that has proven to be just as effective for Beck the Bully as we head to the 10th and final round.
Okay, last round.
Okay, last round.
Yes, sir. Okay. This guy, he might try to knock you out, right? I want you to stay focused. All right? I want you to land that one big right hand. All right?
Yeah.
Be smart. Be smart. All right? Focus. Sit down. Then throw that right hand. When he's in the roll, don't give him too much distance. Johnny Joker give distance. He's saying you up for that right hand distance, okay? So don't give him that shot. Nice and smart inside. Nice and smart inside. Formation, stay low. Formation, stay low. Okay? Go.
10th and final round here at T-Mobile Arena. Rematch at 168 pounds. No knockdowns in the fight. Gabriel Rosado stunned by a straight left with just over a minute left in round 5, but he did not go down.
Yeah, in the corner told Rosado he's going to try to knock you out in this round. Let's see if Milakusiv tries to do that. Definitely hit him with bad intentions to the body. There it is.
You go for the knockdown, you may potentially leave yourself open for a counter right hand, Al Bernstein.
Yeah, you know, there's still the faint hope for Rosado that he could land that punch if Milakusiv does get over aggressive.
Exchange.
Suck my dick. Suck my dick. Suck my fucking dick. Oh, the fuck, man.
Tonight with a minute 18 left in the fight. Tonight with a minute 18 left in the fight. No movement off center line by Gabe Rosado. And yet look at him, still throwing shots, coming forward. Bloodied and battered, as Abner Martis so eloquently put it. It wouldn't be a Gabe Rosado fight if we didn't see the vestiges of battle. Under a minute left here. Referee Tony Weeks looking at Rosado as Milakusiv continues to put on the pressure.
You know, those kind of body punches he's landing against Rosado, they have put people down. Rosado hanging in there.
Oh, and there's a left catapult left uppercut landed on the inside for Rosado. 25 seconds left in the fight. Body shots by Milakusiv. It'll be the year. But tonight they go the distance. It'll be up to the.
Second time.
To avenge his lone loss.
Gone 10 rounds in his young career. As you point out, the first one home. and showing discipline and the right stamina to do it. And let's check out the show stats powered by Fast Twitch. We take a look at the fact that, we've marveled at some of these percentages. 48% of Milikuziev's power punches being landed, 43% of his total punches, which is really pretty extraordinary. So even though he had a kind of a muted offense, as we said early, he was able to do a great job with punching accuracy.
And regardless of the outcome, Rosado can take solace in the fact that in this fight, anyway, he did not go down, and that means for the only second time in Milikuziev's career, an opponent has not hit the deck like a card dealer.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I mean, Gabe Rosado's a tough fighter, man. He's a friend. I know him really well, and now the big question mark is, what is he gonna do after this fight?
And Joe Diaz, you see him there with Milikuziev, and he loves this young man, and they've had a great relationship, and he's very high on him as a potential.
Get the official decision in just a moment.
Like me, Lee Murray wanted to be world champion in it.
Happens to be involved in the largest cash flow in the world.